And that should cover it all. So we're basically skipping one every second, no, every third row. Something like that. I mean, if I pay enough attention, that should be fine, but again, big field. As I said, that's drawn. I didn't pay attention exactly when, but we're gonna count it as then. Wrong way. Yeah. So one thing we need to do is tomorrow also deal with this, because this is still first stage. And this, doing it between rows and stuff, is gonna be extremely hard as the night comes. And it will come, because it's a big ass field. Not gonna be done today. I mean, we did start decently early. Again, I effed up a little bit there in the end. I skipped one or two of them. Struggle, huh? Uphill. I don't have to do it uphill, I could be on a field, but... So we need to do this one. Okay, you see where I skipped. Now we should clean it with this. Because the way they put it like safety, so it's like 1.5 row, roughly. Cleaning, right? Harvesting. And because I see it in this orientation, all the rows are extremely close together, so we got the option to do this. Again, not best, as you can see, but it is working. So now this might be a problem, we'll see once I pass. Since this one is poking, that might be left. Because I'm decently far from it. And that might be the problem to this tactic, if you want to call it that. I don't see it though. Visually it's not there, so it might be fine. Yeah, they're visually not there. Yeah, it's gone. So that might be fine. So here we are not doing the middle one. Here we are doing this one. Because again, of this row above it, we kind of harvest half of it. So just making sure. Might not be needed, but making sure. Also, we need to empty after this one. Hopefully this is good. 97, that's a very nice percentage. Skip a little bit there, but that's fine. Just one sec. Okay, sorry about the pause. Shouldn't really pausing. I mean, I should pause the game with this one, how time sensitive this field is. I mean, don't get me wrong, time-wise we are good. Tomorrow we have to work on that field and that's it. So whenever we are done with that field, we have this. Go back to this. So overall we are good. Damn, that's gonna be depressing. Yeah, they're visually not there, which is good for us. Ooh, but we can do best on this row. This next row is fully there. Huh. So like I should cut from the bottom row, right? Should cut from this one. Just cut a little bit more towards the other one. Should be good, but I'm risking missing a bit. Okay, so when I move there, that makes sense. Cotton looks so small when you zoom out. So we're doing kind of between, but a little bit more towards the top. Because also the hill is what makes problem. I feel we missed something there. Feels wrong. Usually it's not there, but that's why I'm looking this angle so I can kind of roughly somewhat see it. See, again, we are leaving a bit. I think that's also the angle of the hill. So not the first row, the second one. As we left. Okay, I'm gonna back up. Do that. Could also follow the angles. It's not a bad idea. I probably shouldn't do this because one of the things I want to test is a mount we're gonna get. So if there is some misses, and we are doing quite often, always the whole thing we're gonna do it like this, also a lot faster. But it might affect the math in the end. But who cares? Math is nothing more than information. Useful or not for this game. Sorry, for this map only. I don't know if this mod is on any other map. Probably some. It would be a shame to be just on one. It's a nice mod. See how visually we are leaving the bottom one? I don't understand why. We didn't before. The only thing I can assume is angle. We cleared it a bit there, but yeah. Again, so far is working. So I'm gonna play as we are. I could also pass one pass just to test it out. I think I'm gonna do that now. After I'm done with this pass. And how I'm gonna test it, I'm gonna pass through this row that's empty. And just see the number. Does it gonna raise by 1 at least? It's gonna raise by 1, we picked up something along the way. And that means I shouldn't do like this. Okay. 19. Let's pass once. Through this row. I don't think we're gonna pick up anything, but just test it. Yeah, I don't think we're picking up anything. If it's half row, fine. It's half row, fine. Hey, Taco! Yeah, we are fine. Okay, let's go back. Bro, you won't believe what just happened to me in the rail. What happened, buddy? Can't wait for the story. So we're clearing both, nice. Okay, so now we're gonna go on an empty one. Above, nice. I'll listen to Spotify, and then Gangnam Style came on, and I start to vibe to it, and I don't see the sign that says 3, and I was going 70 in the dark, in the rain backwards. Oh, was it Fly Fly? Because I would assume. Oh, we failed. Damn it. I didn't pay attention. So then I go off track down the forest and crash into 3. All that happened under 10 seconds. Good crash. Good crash. Isn't on the Spotify list anymore. Just a sec. I played the Rail Valley for 8 hours today. Nice. And I still only done 2 jobs. I lost more money than I earned. Shit. It's not fast game. I mean, now I can do it some of the job fast, but I mean, you saw I do in 3 hours. I do at max 2 jobs with all assemblies. Well, with one assembly, let's call it that. Yeah. Wait, now I need to finish this row. Let's go and see where we stopped, because I'm not sure. There. Okay. I want to do it properly so you don't have mistakes. That ass D2 is actually ass. I hate it. It's a good train. You can't do much with it, but it's a good one. It's a really good learning train. On cruise. Nice. I think it's at this one, right? I didn't pay much attention, but I think it's this one. Looking at angle mode now. I unlock DM3 license. Oh, that's a hard one. Manual. M is for manual. That's a hard one to learn. I never tried. It's cool. I left the game after that and I went back to another game file to get my 20k back. Actually moves Ashley training world. Oh yeah. I learned it. I didn't try it yet. It's a hard as hell to learn. I mean, you just need to learn in sequence, like in which order where the gears are, because it's like not really that intuitive to me. It's a very, very hard train. Most people, from what I heard, don't like using it. Well, at least from people jumping in. So my suggestion to you is, yeah, gearbox you basically need to have like a cheat sheet printed so you can look at it until you remember all that. It's a very harsh. But yeah, my suggestion to you is go multi and then get 2 D2s connected together. At that point you can get a little bit more weight to pull with 2 of them, and after that straight for DH4 and then 2 DH4s and then DE6, and in meantime whenever you feel like it, try steam. I'm not doing this one great though. Do a little bit more now. I think it's fine now. Why do you need gearbox in a train? I mean, it's a type of a train. I think it's a great that exists in a game because it gives you option. You don't have to use it. I never used it. But it gives you option. Somebody who likes more or who knows more is gonna love that. But I don't know, like I'm not scared of learning the shift pattern. I'm scared of in moment of emergency reacting good enough with the gear. That's what I'm scared of. No way I haven't think of that and have the museum and nowhere the scrap D2. No, don't. I would say don't mess with the scrap D2. I mean, you can if you want to farm, but to repair the D2 wreck is like over 100k, like quite a bit over 100k, like 150 almost, and that's way too much for the early game. I mean, you can do it if you want to go through every wreck, because otherwise you're not gonna drive the wrecked one almost at all. I mean, you can here and there, because you can summon them, but you need to empty after this. I didn't pay attention at all. What did I do? Zigzag it, the whole thing. Yeah, let's go empty. I know what I'm gonna do now. Yeah, nice. It was also so dark in the train. Turn the lights. They all have lights. Really hard to see the lights. Did you turn the cabin lights and everything? I'm gonna take this scrap. I mean, D2 summon is pretty good. Yeah, it's really good to have. Usually you have D2 on every station. Like, that's most common one that you're gonna find. Not always, but it's common. But yeah, it's I think they effed it up. I think they should made it like 50k to repair that. Or somewhere around there. Because it's way too much. It's problematic to get that money so you can actually use it. I think they should lower that like by half, even more. Everything in the train was on it, and it was just so hard to see. And the rent one was actually so rusty. Yeah, they're beat up, the paint jobs on those. We're doing actually an amazing job, speed-wise. I know, I drive the D2 for quite a while in the beginning. It's a good train. Very fast I switched to 2 of them. And then I got to DH4. Got, again, then I doubled that. So DM3 license is just a scam. Yeah, almost. It's very, very hard to learn. I mean, they cannot tell you in that notebook that I think we have like easy to drive score. I think on DM3 is quite low. But next time I see another D2, gonna take it with me. Yeah, what I did with DH4, when I didn't have enough weight on a job to need to use both of DH4s, I would disconnect the back one and just pull it as cargo. So in a case you don't have DH4 on the next place you go to, you still have the one you're pulling. It doesn't cost you almost anything to just pull it beside the weight. Will the fee be extra? That's exactly the point. If it's not turned on, no, a little bit on the wheels, but that's like minuscule money, unless you crash. Because there is some wear and tear, right? Even on a pool stuff. But that should be minuscule. A very good job here. But yeah, overall, as I said, we should have at minimum 25% less grapes because we didn't fertilize, but we'll see how it works. Because it's a modded crop, so that's also included in a logic why the number are gonna be what they're gonna be once we end up. Yes. We don't have crazy amount of time, we have like 3 to 4 hours of harvest today in game. I think yeah, I hit the wrong row. That's fine. How do I connect both of them? Yeah, blue wire behind, but you need to buy the multi-something license. I don't think it's crazy expensive, but it's not cheap. And then there is one thing. You know the lever for the brakes, like the small one under the brakes? I don't know exactly where it stands in D2. On the second train, or on the train you are not in, should be off. They said it somewhere in tutorial and something about that. So like the lever should be only in a loco that you are driving from. Because when you have two, you don't need to jump between them if they are connected with the blue one, right? So you just drive from the one. Other one basically copies whatever you do. And I think if you leave the if you leave the lever on both of them, you're gonna have to brake from the second one. It's some kind of connection to the brake thing. I don't know exactly to explain it like professionally why. But it's something like connection to the brake. Look at it like that. I think if you leave it on and you're in the first loco and your cargo is behind the second loco, you're gonna brake only with the first loco, not with everything else behind it. Something like that. They said it, I always used it like that. To be honest, ooh, we missed there quite a bit. Okay, I'll actually just do. We're gonna fix that. And we are filled. So there is a chance of a... Oh, the whole line. Okay, let's go empty this. And then we're gonna fix the whole line. I'm probably mistaken which line I should go because I'm talking. Is 2d6 good to use? I didn't have any need for 2d6 yet. I never drove 2d6. 2d6 technically would be 2,400 tons. I never found that much of a cargo to pull. I believe you can get it from like ore mines and stuff like that, but I didn't end up in those that often. And if I have a slug, I can probably do 1.5, 1,500, 1,000, 1,600 ton with the D6. This should be half of the, more than half of the load. Okay, I'm not gonna dump the rest, it's not worth. So what's the story here? It's still going up, that's gonna be a crazy good price. Where do you even find 2d6? I mean, quite often you're gonna find them in the separate locations, right? But I did often found them in one of those with the garages, quite often. Especially the orange one, the machine factory. That one quite often has two, because you have that one that's outside the big garage. Okay, so we're gonna pass this row fully, because I missed the whole row. It's not gonna be crazy numbers, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be such a great price. Yeah, see, we are harvesting the whole thing. Such a miss. Again, it's only time that we're losing here. To be honest, so far we are getting good amount of things, so... Okay, so it's gonna be a little bit different, since we are starting from the back. We're gonna now have to go on inside here, not on the outside. But can I take the scrap D2 and the one and just put it... Yeah, you can pull it. You need to buy the museum first, I think. I mean, you might be able to drive it in no matter what, but... did I miss the beginning there? I thought I saw them there too. I'm messing up this heavily.